is our new little baby that we picked up. We swapped a buddy a little bit of gold for this truck. So anyway, my name's Shannon. I'm with American Mining Rights Association, and we actually need to apologize. Got John behind the camera here. We haven't shot any videos in a while, guys, because we've been traveling so much. I think, Johnny, we put 7,000 miles on the other Toyota in about 5 weeks. Guys, we've been in Oregon and Washington and Nevada, and we went to Boise last week, and anyway, we're heading to Vegas this weekend, so we only have really one day here, and we're in the South Motherlode, and we're actually going to go to an AMRA claim that's one of my favorites, and we've got real good gold out of here. Johnny came in yesterday and the day before, was kind of doing some sampling, and found some good stuff. And just to tell you this, here, toss that here, is, there you go, guys. Holy crap, that's actually a lot more than I thought. Anyway, we'll zoom in on this in a bit. But anyway, we're going to be running a high banker in here. And 2 days ago when I came in here, I found a shovel in the creek, which makes number 15, by the way, that we have. And I just broke apart a little crack, and I actually used the shovel as a pan and found a real nice flake about that big inside the shovel. Freaked Johnny out. I'm a better miner than he is.
Dream on.
So anyway, we're going to go down there, and we're going to try to make these videos a little bit more faster paced. But guys, we really need your help. We've got a lot of bills and Senate bills and House bills from Idaho, Montana, Oregon, Washington, and especially here in California that we need your help with. You've got to get involved with this. You've got to start writing letters in opposition. Show up at the Capitol. Follow us on Facebook. Go to our website. Stay informed. Guys, we can't do this on our own, and if you're looking for somebody to save the world, it's not us. We can guide you. We can help you. We'll be the leaders, but we need your help. So get on Facebook and check us out on there. Anyway, let's hop in the truck and we'll take you down there and we'll get started. But take a look at this stuff here. Got some shiny stuff.
I was born and raised in California. Spent a little time in Hollywood. Folks down there ain't like you and me. They never seem to have enough time. Too busy living to live life right. It's always on to the next bit.
Well, guys, we got a little bit of a walk to get in here. But one thing is, we're in the beginning stages of spring right now, and it gets warm in the afternoon. It's probably 43 degrees right now, but it'll be 75 this afternoon. But the poison oak is out in force, and it's really, really oily right now. So the one thing, and we tell everybody this, carry one of those little travel size shampoo bottles, but fill it up with Dawn dishwashing detergent, because that breaks up the urushiol oil, which is what poison oak has, and that's what causes the allergic reaction. Wash up with cold water at the end of the day in the creek, and you'll get that oil off your body, and you won't get it. Something to remember. And then get somebody like John here that'll carry your gas and your pry bar, and I have to carry the camera.
You can sit down just to talk about old times. That's my California.
And we want to show you why we're picking this spot here. And before I picked up this claim about 6-7 years ago, there was a friend of ours that owned it. He screwed up his paperwork. We picked it up. But anyway, he dredged in here with a 4-inch dredge and did really well. He was actually averaging a few ounces a day with just a 4-inch. But we're kind of in a little flat here, and we're bordered. Obviously, the hillside goes up on both sides. But I want to show you some of the trees in here and the size of these trees. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to date these trees to find out when they were here. Because if they predate 1851, it's virgin ground. It just unequivocally, we know that they started working this particular creek in 1851. Prior to that, nobody had been in here. So when you find these old growth pondos and oak trees and things of that nature, if you can age them back to that time, then you really got something going on here. So let's show you here. We're just going to kind of turn around, and you can see off over here in the distance, there's that critter right there. That tree, we had to actually cut a trail around it, but that thing has been down for probably 40 years. And we've estimated the age of that tree at about 140 years. That puts it back, if you count 180 years ago, well before the miners were in here. So this area over here in this flat is where we really want to focus. So we're going to start right up here, and we're going to start working right up towards that bank up there. And right down here in the creek bed is where our buddy was dredging several years ago. So let's get set up. We'll save you the trouble of watching us do that, and let's get to this. See this thing right here? This is part of an axle and stuff. It looks like, we're guessing it's probably a Model A, a Model T, something from way back in the 20s. And this is right where our buddy dredged years ago when he was averaging ounces a day. So by this stuff being embedded and underneath this dirt and having rocks embedded all around it, it tells us that this has not been dredged. So we're gonna start right here, and we're gonna go straight up into the bank over here and see if we can find that virgin ground. And I'll tell you this, guys, we know how rich this creek is, and I've pulled pounds of gold out of this creek. If we hit virgin ground in here, back in the 1850s, they were averaging 2 to 3 ounces a day with a shovel and a pan back then. Now, when we got our modern equipment, it's game on. So let's get to this. I want to explain something here for you guys. If you look at this sluice box, when you set up your high banker, try to run that as flat as you can, meaning it doesn't have any drop at all. Actually, the force of the water is keeping the sluice clear. So what you want to do is get it really flat until it loads up, meaning that there's rocks collecting in there and it's slowing down. And then just start dropping it really slow until it keeps itself clear. All you need to be able to do is to see the bars on your sluice box. That's it. And that'll get your high banker set up right every time. Well, we got these cracks cleaned out, so we're going to take a look here in just a sec.
I was born and raised in California. Spent a little time in Hollywood.
You can see we've actually punched a decent sized hole, and we're down about maybe 2.5 feet, and I think we're on bedrock. We're not sure yet. We know it's relatively shallow because we've got exposed bedrock here. So we're actually going to take our blaster nozzle and just loosen up some of that loose material around there, and it'll make it a lot easier to work. So we do have gold in the box, although nothing real big yet, but we still don't know because we really can't see everything that's in there. So we'll fire up and get... Well, we just stopped for a sec to clean out the rock jam, and I got a little curious, so I pulled the top plate here, and hopefully you'll be able to see this.
Now we got small towns and farmland, folks who still make a living with their hands. Where I come from, a man is still a man. Where I live, people know your name. They ask how you've been, and they're always glad you came. You can sit down just things we used to do. Man, those were the good old days. We couldn't wait for summer to come. We'd head out when the chores were all done, running wild through the countryside. We were young and having fun, swimming in them truly canals, getting
I've got to take off, and tomorrow I've got to go meet with Senator Allen on SB 637, and then next week we're testifying before the Senate committee. John's going to run in here tomorrow and I think Thursday, and then Friday we head for the Vegas Gold Show. So I think I'm going to leave the camera with him, and maybe Johnny will shoot his own video here for the next 2 days, and he doesn't know it, but I get 75% of whatever he gets for the next 2 days. So, hey, I'm Shannon, and this is John, and we're American Mining Rights. Guys, you got to get in this fight because we can't do it alone. We need your help. Join us, get access to these claims, come down here and get some of your dang gold. So, anyway, we're American Mining Rights. We'll catch you next time.
know your name. They ask how you been.